Here's something most people don't know. Over 75% of professionals say they've felt burned out at some point in their careers. And no, this isn't just feeling tired. It's showing up to work every day with your tank empty, pretending you're fine, while secretly wondering if you're just broken. You might still be meeting deadlines, replying to emails, doing what you're supposed to, but it doesn't feel like you anymore. And the scariest part? Most people don't even realize it's burnout until they've already crashed. They just think they're being lazy or not trying hard enough. But what if the truth is, you're more burned out than you're willing to admit? You know how people throw around the word burnout like it's just a fancy way of saying they had a long week? Nah, that's not it. Real burnout feels like you're watching yourself from the outside, like you're doing the things, talking, typing, replying, but it's just muscle memory. You're checked out, but no one can tell. Not even you at first. It's not just being tired, it's being done. Quietly, internally, like your brain puts a do not disturb sign on itself, and even you can't reach in. And yeah, it's everywhere now. Workplace messages ping 24/7. You're expected to be on all the time. Answer fast, stay cool, perform like a machine. Then somehow still be grateful for the paycheck. It's no wonder so many people are melting down silently. Burnout isn't a weakness. It's your system screaming, this isn't working anymore. It builds slow, hides well, which is why you need a way to spot it before it guts you. That's where the Maslach Burnout Inventory comes in. And no, it's not as boring as it sounds. I'll show you. The one tool that actually makes burnout make sense. So here's the deal. There's this thing called the Maslach Burnout Inventory. Sounds like something you'd ignore in your inbox, right? But it's legit. It's basically the gold standard for figuring out whether you're just stressed or fully cooked. It doesn't ask you if you're happy at work or some cheesy HR stuff. It looks at 3 things that actually hit where it hurts: how emotionally drained you are, whether you're starting to not care about people the way you used to, and if you feel like what you're doing even matters anymore. It's not a quiz that slaps a label on you. It's more like a mirror, the kind you usually avoid. Because when you answer honestly, it's hard to unsee what comes up. But that's also the point. You want to see it before something breaks. I'll walk you through the 3 parts. Real talk, they're gonna sting a bit, but they explain a lot. Keep going. The 3 gut check questions that quietly expose burnout. All right, here's how the Maslach thing breaks it down. Super simple, no psych degree needed. First one, emotional exhaustion. This isn't I need a nap tired. It's I don't have anything left to give. Tired? Like you wake up already behind. Even stuff you used to enjoy feels like a chore now. You're running on fumes and pretending it's fine. Next, depersonalization. Sounds fancy, but it basically means you're going numb. You stop caring, not because you're cold, but because it's the only way to survive the day. You start talking to people like they're tasks, not humans. And yeah, it feels gross, but also kind of automatic. Then there's the quiet killer. Reduced personal accomplishment. This one sneaks up. You could be doing everything right, but still feel like none of it counts. Like you're stuck in a loop, doing, but nothing lands. Even compliments bounce off. You just feel kind of useless, honestly. Most people don't even know they're in it until someone says, "Hey, you okay?" And even then, you probably shrug it off. But if you heard yourself in any of those, yeah, this might be hitting closer than you thought. Now, there's one symptom people almost never realize is burnout. The symptom that slips through the cracks. All right, here's the part that messes with people the most. You ready? It's cynicism. That slow, bitter little voice in your head that goes, "Yeah, right," anytime someone says something positive. You used to care. You used to try. But now, it's all just noise. Meetings feel like theater. Deadlines feel fake. You catch yourself rolling your eyes before your brain even processes what was said. And here's the kicker. Most people don't even realize this is burnout. They just think they're over it, or that work has gone stupid, or that they've become a jerk. But this is your mind putting up armor. It's like emotional duct tape holding you together just enough to survive the day. You don't want to care because caring is what got you drained in the first place. But being numb doesn't make you safe. It just makes the fall quieter. So if you're feeling cold where you used to feel fire, yeah, that matters. That's not personality. That's exhaustion wearing a mask. And it's a sign, one worth listening to. I'll tell you why seeing it early changes everything. Hang on. Why catching it early isn't just nice. It's survival. Here's the thing. No one tells you, burnout doesn't usually explode. It erodes quietly. And the longer you ignore it, the more it rewires how you see yourself. You start believing you're just not capable anymore. That maybe you peaked. Maybe this is just what life is now. But nah, that's not truth talking. That's depletion. Burnout lies to you in your own voice. And here's where catching it early matters. If you name it, you can do something. Shift stuff around, ask for help. Draw a line, step back, breathe. Even just admitting, yeah, I'm not okay right now, opens a door. Because until you see it, you'll keep blaming yourself. And that's the trap. Self-awareness isn't about being dramatic. It's about staying human in a system that's built to stretch you thin. You don't have to wait for the crash to hit pause. You just need to notice the warning lights and believe they're real. Let's lock it in before it fades. Quick recap before you scroll away. Alright, so here's what we've got, real simple. Burnout isn't just being tired. It's a full body, full mind shutdown on slow mode. That Maslach Burnout Inventory, it's not some HR checklist, it's a mirror. And when you actually look, you might see more than you expected. Those 3 signs, drained to the core, going numb around people, and feeling like nothing you do matters, they're not quirks, they're red flags. And that creeping cynicism, the sarcasm, the checked out attitude, the whatever mindset, yeah, that one's the sleeper. Gets most people without them even noticing. But knowing this stuff, it gives you a shot to stop blaming yourself, to actually check in instead of brushing it off. Look, life's messy, work's messy, but you shouldn't have to lose yourself just to keep up. Alright, here's the last thing I'll say. If any of this felt a little too familiar, don't just swipe up and pretend it didn't. Don't do that thing where you go, yeah, that's me, and then scroll straight into cat videos and forget you ever felt something. Drop a comment, even just one word. Yep, me. Shit. Whatever. Say something. Because once you name it, you're not carrying it alone anymore. And yeah, I've got other videos on this stuff. But honestly, just start by being real with yourself. You don't owe anyone a performance version of your burnout. You're allowed to be tired. You're allowed to say, this isn't working. You're allowed to not be okay. Just don't go silent on yourself. That's all I'm asking.